So let's take a look at the answers for problem 9 and 10. For problem 9, you should have found x cubed plus 6x squared minus 17x plus 2. And for problem 10, you should have found 3x squared minus 3x cubed minus 25x squared minus 44x plus 10. So you've got those. Great. You're done with your guided practice. If you did not get those, then hang around and we need to go through these last two problems and see if maybe there's some more practice you need to do. Okay, so if we're looking here, start with your first item, x times x squared. That's where we get the x cubed. Okay, x times 8x gives us 8x squared, and x times negative 1 gives us minus x. Okay. And then we have negative 2 times x squared. So what I like to do with these types of problems, I like to write it underneath instead of right by the side, because sometimes it's hard to see my items. So I know this is x squared, so I'm going to put it under the other x squared. So I'm going to write minus 2x squared. And then negative 2 times 8x, that gives me a negative 16x. I'm going to write that underneath the x, negative 16x. And then I have negative 2 times negative 1, which is a positive 2. And when I do it like this, it helps me see what things need to be grouped together, so I know what needs to be combined. So I know the x cubed doesn't need to be combined, and I know the 2 doesn't need to be combined, so those just stay the way they are. But these two in the middle should be combined. So I have 8x squared, and I'm taking away 2x squared, so that gives me 6x squared that I'm left with. And then in the other one, I have 1 negative x, and I have 16 more negative x's, so altogether I have 17 negative x's, and so that lets me get my final answer. Okay, let's take a look at problem number 10. So I'm going to do the same thing. 3x times x squared gives us 3x cubed. 3x times negative 10x gives me negative 30x squared, and 3x times 2 gives me positive 6x. And again, I'm going to write it underneath so I know what I need to combine. 5 times x squared gives me 5x squared. I'm going to put that underneath my 30x squared because they both have x squared. 5 times negative 10x gives me negative 50x. I'm going to put that under my 6x because they both have x. And the last one, 5 times 2 gives me 10. And then again, I know what I need to combine based on seeing what they have in common. So I have 3x cubed. If I have negative 30 and I'm adding 5, that leaves me with negative 25x squared. If I have positive 6 but I have negative 50, that's a negative 44x. And then I bring down my plus 10. And we're done with this problem.